Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, at least in part one of tonight's nightcap, I have a look at a little plunger oil pump off a Fowler steam traction engine. The pump's 100-year-old, it's got quite a bit of wear on it, so have a look at it and decide exactly how I'm going to repair it. In part two, I put up some more of the Harker steam engine. It's coming on quite well now, it's not that far away from running. Quite some time ago I bought a V-twin marine steam engine, an oscillating steam engine. I got it running on there and I had a look at it, and it's still on the end of my bench for well over a year now, untouched. I've decided to sell it. I've put it up on eBay, that's the eBay number there. If any of you lads are interested in it, all you got to do is basically just email us and we can sort something out. It needs to be in a steamboat, not stuck on the end of my bench, because I'm just not going to get round to it. This is a plunger oil pump off a Fowler steam traction engine. What it does, or its purpose in life, is to pump special oil into the steam cylinder to lubricate the steam cylinder. It's obviously very old and it hasn't been pumping oil like it's supposed to be. On first inspection, I find the ram is a very loose fit inside the body, so it's obviously been losing oil past that. Quite a lot of wear on there. I'm going to take it apart and have a look at the valves and see what the general condition is, but my first port of thought is I'll put a reamer down that hole, ream the hole out and make a new piston. It's a much better fit than that, and that's going to probably solve its problem. I'll put it in the vise, we'll take it apart and have a look and see what we're going to find inside it. Take the plunger and spring out. There's two valves in there. That one says delivery valve and that one says suction valve. I would imagine that'll be the inlet for it there. That'll be the outlet. And I think that's just a little, I'm not sure, it's a little bleed thing there. I'm not quite sure. But there's only two ports. That one and that one. So we can get these valves out, have a look inside there. I'm expecting to see a little spring loaded valve. I'm not disappointed. There's a light spring, there's a ball in there. Take the other one off. There's no spring in that one. Now, should there be a spring in there or not, I don't know. Two balls in. That's stuck in because I've got some heavy oil in there. I'll put some brake cleaner in, see if it'll wash the oil away, and hopefully we can get them out. Put it the same way around as I had it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be a spring on that valve or not. If you look at that one, it's got a recess for the spring to sit in. That one hasn't. There's been nothing on there. Right, let's sort of move around a little bit now and tip them out. There's a little seat in there. That one still doesn't want to play. The oil, it's a special oil, obviously to stand the high pressure steam. And there's another little ball in the bottom of that one there, so that's two balls in it. I think. Yep, there's balls, 2 balls in the bottom of there as well. I need to try and find a drone, working drone of this, so I can make sure it's been assembled correctly. There's one, and that's a bronze valve, bronze ball. Right, that one's come out as well. So there's 2 bronze balls on the bottom and 2 steel balls on the top. I think there'll be a one-way valve in behind there as well. That's obviously been bastardised at some time. I'm sure there'll be a spring-loaded valve in behind there. There should be. Something in there. Or is that just the end cap? Hard to tell. There's definitely something in there. Definitely. That there could be the inlet for the oil. That's a bleed screw and that's the outlet. So there should be a check valve, a one-way valve underneath there. We need to get that out of there really. It's a pity it's been sort of bastardised. Run a sharp file across there and a better fitting screwdriver. And see if we can get that out. That's evidence of there being a centre pop there to tighten it. Oh, that doesn't want to play that at all. Does not want to play. Right, I've filed the end of the screwdriver to be a much better fit. Well, actually ground it, and I'm pretty sure that now it is moving, and there will be a spring-loaded check valve in behind here. Come on, you bastard, keep going. Oh. Well, it's moving, but it doesn't really want to. I'm going to make the blade a little bit thicker so it gets a better bite. It has moved, it's moved half a turn. Oh, John. The valve's probably working, but I do need to get it out just to see exactly what's going on in there. I don't think it'll be a pressure relief valve, it'll just be a straightforward check valve, I would imagine. Oh, it doesn't want to play. It doesn't want to play. Oh, John. Right, we've opened a right can of worms here, I think. Why is it so tight? Oh, it's given up its horrible hole, I think. It's not like you can just nip down to the shop and get a new one. Out that brake, I've got to mend or replace. Right, so as I thought, I've got a little spring, a lightweight spring, and there's a ball in the bottom of there, check valve. I've managed to get the last little ball out. That was actually jammed solid in the seat in there, possibly a slightly bigger ball. Right, so now we're down to the bare casting. We'll have a little bit measure and see what size that hole originally was. Right, so that's 5/16 diameter. I'll get an 8mm reamer and see what sort of fit an 8mm reamer will be in there. If it'll ream out to 8mm, it will be ideal. Right, and that's an 8mm reamer, and I think that will do the job. Clean the hole up to 8mm, and then we can make a new piston for it. Reassemble it and it should work. I've looked the way the porting works, that's definitely the inlet there. So this is in a tank full of oil, and then the cam works the pump. So I have to make a receiver to fit onto there, the same as I did for the steam wagon oil pump, and then I can make that work, submerged in oil, and hopefully get the pump working again. I'll make a new end to go in there, possibly a bit of stainless, something that's a bit harder that won't get chewed up quite so badly. And that's definitely, as a screw goes in there, and that's definitely a bleed port. And I've worked out where all the little ports in there go. Quite a nice little pump. I'm sure I'll be able to make it live again. I turned the camera off there. I went and put this in the lathe, held it in my collar chuck in there, and I put an 8mm reamer down there, and it's turned out absolutely perfect. That's a really good fit. The reason I turned the camera off is because it would have went wrong. If it's going to go wrong, it goes wrong when the camera's on. So that's going in there quite nicely. All you've got to do now is make a new piston. I've got some silver seal, I'll probably turn it out of that, polish it to make it a good fitting. So how piss wobbly that is compared to this one, which is a really nice fit. So up to now, things are looking good. It didn't take very much out. The hole's actually still a little bit oval at the start, but once you get in, there's very little play on that, and that's going to work fine because it's a really thick viscous oil it's pumping. I couldn't machine that and put no ring groove on, but it's ran for 100 years without a no ring on, so I'm sure it'll be fine.